Fairy Tail is Koei Tecmo's newest game on Switch. This turn-based cel-shaded RPG finally gives Western fans of the popular shonen manga a proper way to experience a slice of the beloved anime. Taking place after the time skip, Natsu and the gang find the guild in shambles and are tasked to bring it back to the old glory. This puts manga and anime watchers right at the end of the Tenro Island arc in an unwinnable battle versus Hades from Grimoire Heart that also serves as a combat tutorial. The main bulk of the game mixes elements from the Grand Magic games and Tartaros, and knowing what takes place between these arcs easily will boost your enjoyment of the game as it assumes you know every single one of the characters. Thankfully for those uninitiated, encyclopedia entries are plentiful and pop up during important events to explain things further. The Gus development is all over the century, with so much of the Atelier series DNA baked right into not just the character animations giving life to the cutscenes, but also the combat. While not reinventing the wheel, your team of 5 mages are quickly put to work helping out citizens around the city, fulfilling side quests and advancing the story. Every team member has their own set of magic spells and form changes. In each encounter, you'll fight enemies standing in a 3x3 grid where each one of your attacks has a certain tile set that it affects, not just set to do damage, but also applying weaknesses. Learning the range and power of your attacks and which type of enemy is stronger against is certainly a key factor. Combos are strung together as your team works to raise 2 gauges, the Fairy Gauge and the Awakening Gauge. The Fairy Gauge is essentially a super that chains together multiple attacks to form a massive combo that hits the entire field. Awakening Gauges are gradual builders that unlock new moves, buffs, passives, and it can also work as a follow-up attack as well. This keeps fights short for the most part. Added on top is the option to bring AI-controlled companions to fight alongside you for tougher encounters. It's worth mentioning that an auto battle feature is offered to make quick use of farming. While leveling is important, equipping the right lacrimas for each character will help raise your stats like HP, MP, attack, defense, speed, and luck. However, there's 2 other ways you can also become more powerful. One way is to raise your social ranks between characters, meaning that the more missions that they do together, the more powerful attacks that they unlock. The other one comes in the form of town building. Upgrading facilities within the guild gives your team passives around the town and in combat. Speaking of town, exploring the city is a really nice touch. You've seen plenty of it in the anime, but this is the first time you've been able to explore every nook and cranny, leading to some awesome story moments happening everywhere, be it a simple side quest or while talking to an NPC. Sadly, the same can be said about every other area. They are basically linear with some limited exploration. At the very least, monsters appear in the overworld, so avoiding battles is an easy thing. Another downer is that there's no dub. While the Japanese voice acting is good, fans of the dub will certainly feel shortchanged. Repetition and busy work are also 2 other downers. Doing mindless side quests is almost mandatory to raise your guild rank, and after about 30 hours, it feels like too much. Fairy Tail is a really interesting JRPG that may be better suited for fans of the series. The mundane side quests, spotty presentation, and almost wall-gaiting introduction will leave newcomers wondering why any of this matters when they haven't been explained why they should care. Nintendo Sphere gives Fairy Tail on Switch a 7.5 out of 10. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya!